Why do children act out? Is it really just bad behavior, or is there something deeper at play? In today's video, we'll dive into the world of dark psychology, exploring how parents unknowingly shape their children's actions and behaviors. Dark psychology focuses on the study of how manipulation, control, and deep-rooted emotional influence can affect behavior. While the term is often used in the context of criminal or malicious intent, it's also relevant to everyday relationships, including those between parents and their children. When children act out, it's easy to think they're simply misbehaving. However, psychology suggests that the way parents interact with their kids often plays a significant role. Sometimes, without even realizing it, parents set the stage for these behaviors. From a young age, children learn to navigate the world by observing their parents. This process is called modeling, a concept rooted in Bandura's social learning theory. Parents' responses to stress, conflict, or even affection become templates for how children handle their own emotions. For example, if a parent is emotionally unavailable or consistently dismissive, a child may develop feelings of insecurity or anger. These unresolved emotions can manifest as aggression, defiance, or attention-seeking behaviors. Children often act out because they're searching for validation, attention, or control in an environment where they feel ignored or misunderstood. In dark psychology, this is known as intermittent reinforcement. When attention is given only sporadically, the child learns to act out because they've been conditioned to believe that's the only time they'll receive attention. One of the most common yet subtle forms of parental influence is through the use of guilt and shame. Parents may, often unintentionally, project their own fears, insecurities, or frustrations onto their children. This dynamic can create a psychological pressure for the child to meet unrealistic expectations, leading to behavior problems. In psychology, this phenomenon is referred to as parental projection. It's when a parent sees their own unresolved issues reflected in their child, and instead of addressing their own emotions, they punish the child for acting in ways that remind them of their own past failures. Children who face constant criticism or are shamed for mistakes often develop low self-esteem or resentment. This can result in acting out as a defense mechanism, a way to assert their own identity in the face of parental control. On the other end of the spectrum, we have helicopter parenting. These parents are over-involved, constantly hovering and controlling every aspect of their child's life. This type of parenting may seem loving or protective, but it often leads to learned helplessness, a term coined by psychologist Martin Seligman. When children feel they have no autonomy or control over their own lives, they may stop trying to solve problems on their own, or rebel against the overwhelming control. This can lead to oppositional behavior, a term used in psychology to describe persistent defiance, arguing, or refusal to comply with authority. In extreme cases, this can even lead to long-term issues such as anxiety or depression. When a child doesn't learn to self-regulate, they either withdraw or rebel in destructive ways. So, how can parents break this cycle? The first step is self-awareness. Parents need to recognize their own patterns of behavior and understand how they might be affecting their children. This process is known as self-regulation, where adults learn to manage their own emotions and reactions. One effective technique is positive reinforcement, a concept from B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning theory. Instead of punishing bad behavior, reward positive behavior. For example, if a child is behaving well, praise or reward them in a meaningful way, reinforcing the idea that good behavior leads to positive outcomes. Additionally, parents should foster open communication. This is part of authoritative parenting, a balanced approach where parents set clear expectations but also allow their children to express themselves. In contrast to authoritarian parenting, which focuses solely on discipline, authoritative parenting is both firm and nurturing. When children feel heard and understood, they are less likely to act out in destructive ways. A child's behavior is often a reflection of their emotional state, and by addressing the root of the problem, whether it's feeling ignored, controlled, or shamed, parents can foster healthier relationships and more positive behaviors. It's important to remember that no parent is perfect, and every family dynamic is different. However, by understanding the psychological underpinnings of behavior, parents can begin to take a more mindful approach to their interactions with their children. At the end of the day, it's not just about correcting bad behavior. It's about building an environment where children feel emotionally secure and understood. Through self-awareness, positive reinforcement, and open communication, parents can break the cycle and guide their children toward healthier emotional and behavioral development. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and leave a comment below on how you navigate parenting challenges. Remember, understanding dark psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about fostering stronger, healthier relationships. See you in the next video.